this marriage is already over, you just don't know it yet moment? So Timothy and I met 8 years ago in this weird way. We were both stuck in this small town diner during that massive flooding in 2016. The roads were closed, cell service was down, and we ended up playing cards with some locals for 6 hours. He made me laugh during what should have been a stressful situation. We exchanged Instagrams when service came back, started dating a month later, and got married after 2 years. Our daughter Avery is 6 now and literally the best thing in my life. She's this little tornado of energy, always dancing, spinning, jumping on furniture despite how many times I tell her not to. A few months ago, she came home from school talking nonstop about how her friend Olivia was taking dance classes and how the teacher lets them wear real ballet shoes, and could she please take classes too? I thought it was a great idea. Avery has so much energy, and I figured dance would be perfect for her. When I brought it up to Timothy that night, his reaction was weird. He looked up from his phone and laughed. Not a nice laugh. This dismissive snort that made me instantly defensive. He said we couldn't afford luxuries like dance classes on his salary alone, and that if I wanted Avery to do expensive activities, maybe I should contribute more financially. This caught me completely off guard. I'd cut back to part-time after Avery was born, which was something we both agreed on, and we weren't struggling financially as far as I knew. We have a modest house, 2 older cars that are paid off, and while we're not taking lavish vacations, I didn't think we were in such dire straits that $60 a month for dance was out of reach. When I said as much, Timothy pulled up our bank app and showed me how little was left after bills each month. The numbers seemed off somehow, but I couldn't articulate why. He's always managed our finances because he has a head for numbers. So I agreed to pick up a second job. Found an evening shift position at this diner near our house. The schedule was brutal. My regular job during the day, then waiting tables 4 nights a week. I'd come home exhausted, feet aching, smelling like fryer oil. Timothy said I was being dramatic when I mentioned how tired I was. He actually said, and I will never forget this, that I didn't deserve to be tired if I barely contributed financially. I swallowed my pride because, hey, this was for Avery's dance classes. Except 3 months into my second job, Avery still wasn't enrolled in any dance classes. Every time I brought it up, Timothy had an excuse. The good studio was full. We should wait until the next session. We needed to save a bit more first. Meanwhile, I started noticing things. Like Avery talking about going to the zoo when she was with Timothy on my work nights. Or coming home with new toys that I hadn't bought. Or mentioning someone named Lisa who was apparently Daddy's friend. When I casually asked Timothy about Lisa, he said she was just a coworker who was going through a divorce, and sometimes hung out with them because she was lonely. He said she was good with kids, and it gave him adult conversation on the evenings I worked. Made sense, I guess. But then Avery started saying weird things, like how Lisa takes better photos than mommy, or asking if Lisa can come to my birthday. And the kicker, she started calling me Mira, sometimes instead of mommy. When I asked her about it, she shrugged and said, Lisa calls you Mira, so I thought that was your name too. That set off major alarm bells. I checked Timothy's Instagram and found nothing suspicious. No Lisa. Checked his Facebook. Same thing. When I tried to casually bring her up again, he got irritated and said I was being paranoid and that his friendship wasn't up for discussion. Things really started falling apart 3 months ago. I came home early one night because the diner was slow. The house was empty. Timothy's car was gone, and he wasn't answering texts. He finally responded saying they were grabbing ice cream and would be home soon. When they arrived an hour later, Avery was wearing a brand new outfit I'd never seen, and talking excitedly about the cartoon movie they'd just seen. Not ice cream, a movie. And from the way she talked, it was clear they included Lisa. After Avery went to bed, I confronted Timothy. Asked why he lied about where they were. Asked why Avery had new clothes when we supposedly couldn't afford dance classes. Asked who exactly this Lisa person was to our family. He got this cold look I'd never seen before and said, maybe if you were more fun, she'd still call you mommy. I just stood there, shocked, angry, hurt, but I didn't say anything, just nodded and walked away. He thinks I'm just tired, that I'll keep my head down, keep working, keep ignoring the lies. But what he doesn't know is that I've already made my decision, and when it all comes crashing down, I won't lift a finger to save him. I can't tell you what I did in this short video. The full story is on the channel, link below.